Howdy ho there, hello. Howdy ho there, my lovies. Welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn. And yep, I'm in the kitchen today because I have ants. Yeah, it's terrible. Not inside the house, thank goodness. Knock on wood, tweet, tweet. Not inside the house, but outside. My neighbor and I have this thing going on. I know, me and my neighbors. She has professional pest control, and they come over and they spray for all kinds of things. And when they do, her problems come over to my house. And so I have her ants this week, and I'm going to send them on back. But I don't have professional pest control because honestly, I don't think it's worth it, and I'm too cheap to pay for that. But what I think really works for ants is cornmeal. They don't like it one bit. That or a little diatomaceous earth, both friendly to nature, dogs, beasts, birds, and what have you. But yeah, the ants don't like cornmeal. It is a cheap, easy, and relatively convenient alternative to bug spray. Now, Amdro will kill the ants, but also it's bad for any birds that might eat those, potentially poisoned bugs that eat the Amdro. And then I've got to worry about the fur babies. Poor Hazel and Boots. I don't want them to get into it either. So this is a nice, safe alternative to the Amdro. Now, if you really have ants really bad and you don't have to worry about fur babies or what have you, that Amdro, you get it over at the Home Depot, it'll kill them dead. Anyhow, let's go ahead, and I'm going to fill up this. I have this little jar, and it has a mason jar lid on it. This top is actually the top from a salt shaker, a big salt container, and it has the little metal, and that makes it real convenient for shaking out while I'm outside with my cornmeal or diatomaceous earth. So I'm just going to get this filled up. Yep, that's my coffee pot brewing in the back because I thought, we'd have a little coffee talk, a little coffee clutch. So let me grab a scoop. I got this cornmeal mix over at the dollar store, and it was on sale. There is a hole in the bottom of the bag. And when I bought it, Andrew said, it has a hole. I said, they all have a hole. And what are you going to do with that? I said, that's not for our consumption. That is for, driving the ants away this summer. Oh, okay. So I spent $1 on this over at my 99-cent only store, which unfortunately is no more. My 99-cent only store has gone out of business. That was it. Kaplooey. Yeah, I miss it a lot, but there we go. So I've got a full container of cornmeal, and this will drive those ants right back over to my neighbor's house. Now, if I had diatomaceous earth, I would have done a 50-50 mix. I'm all out, so I've ordered some from Home Depot, but it won't be here for a couple of days. But the dogs are getting eaten alive out in the yard. Their outside time is being disturbed by the ants. So I don't want them having any problems. I'm going to send these back over to my neighbor's house. And so this is costing me, maybe 10 cents. It's a nice cheap alternative to, a poison or a bug spray or something like that, and really works very well, very effectively. So I'm going to go out and give them all a little bit of shaky shake and send them on vacation back to my neighbor's house. Then I'm going to come back and get a cup of coffee, and we'll keep on keeping on. All right, my lovelies, well, we're out front now, and I've got my cornmeal. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these ants. Absolutely. Hey, did you ever see the flags that Andrew made? Andrew got for my mobility chair so people would see me. I've got Goonies, Never Say Die, and I've got a smiley face in the neon yellow. Yeah, never say die. Keep on going. Absolutely. However you do it, how you get there. Yeah, whether you're walking, whether you're on a crutch or a cane, whether you're in the mobility chair, yeah, do the things that you can do. Just keep on going. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and treat for ants. See you inside in a minute. All right, my lovelies. Well, I have applied all of the ant, uh, uh, deterrent, the cornmeal all over the yard. Got that all taken care of. So yeah, we're here in my dining room, and we are working on this puzzle. Now, we started working on this puzzle earlier in the year, and then we had family dinner, and it got put away we slid it under a bed so we would have room for everybody at the table and what have you. We had a full house. It was awesome. Anyhow, it got slid under the bed, and then we promptly forgot about it. And this is a very challenging puzzle. It's called Grounds for Murder, a mystery jigsaw puzzle. Anyhow, it's a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. It has this little story that you read, and then you solve the mystery by putting the puzzle together. There's no reference video, or there's no reference photo. So you're just flying by the seat of your pants. So we've got most of the border put together, and then we've got some of the larger pieces together that, just really stood out, like this brocade, Asian brocade garment, and the computer screen and most of the edges. So I don't know, we're maybe, I'd say maybe 1/4, 1/5 of the way through it. We've got a ways to go. Then what we do is we use these little bins to divide up the colors and the pieces as much as humanly possible, because of course we have no reference. So, it's just us going through, and well, that looks like this piece, and it looks like this might all go together. So you sit down and you just start somewhere. You just start and try to get them all together. It's very challenging. We're having a really good time doing it. Got my fresh brewed cup of coffee here. Yeah, ants, it could be worse. At least it's not cockroaches. That would be worse, because I would have to leave home. Yeah, I'd have to, hi Hazel. Hi Hazel Basil, what are you doing, Pudding Pie? Yep, Hazel's doing all right. She's adjusting to life here. And she's figured out that we're all a bunch of weirdos. So yeah, she's figured it out, and she's getting to a rhythm of the house, and we just love her more and more every day. So that's all well and good. And what else is going on around here? Nothing. We're just trying to survive our summertime. So we've had consistent temperatures over 110 for quite a few days, and we have recently just dipped down under 110 for the last couple, and it has been fairly well amazing. There's a big difference, I don't know why, between 109 and 111, but we're the dog days of summer, and we're just trying to make it through. But when we're at summer, makes me think about my family vacations as a kid. Now, we went on family vacations. My parents enjoyed vacations, and usually they were taken in our great big green station wagon. Yeah, the great big country squire green station wagon with the wood paneling on the sides. My dad always drove. My mom always sat shotgun. There was usually always a baby in her arms, because back then we didn't know that car seats were important, and so she was just holding the baby until she got tired of it. Then somebody else would hold it, one of the other kids, because the big kids kind of help raise the other kids. That's just the way it goes. In the next seat, it was usually the smaller kids. So, it would be Glenda, Melissa, myself, that kind of thing. In the very back, all the big kids, just like on the bus, all the big kids in the back doing, God only knows what. Anyhow, they're back there, and it's all the usual. It's all the usual big family shoved into a station wagon. No air conditioning, because my father did not believe in air conditioning. Your air conditioning was rolling down the windows. No, we didn't have power locks or power doors. You got arms, roll up. And so, yeah, you've got arms hanging out the window and legs hanging out the window, and my mom yelling down the highway as we cruised down the highway at 55 miles an hour, because they had not yet, raised the speed limit up to the 65 or 75 that it is now. So we're cruising down the highway at 55, and my mom's yelling, "Get your arms inside the car, you're gonna get decapitated. That's all we need is a hospital bill. Put your arms," and my dad, he's just stoically looking straight ahead. He's not listening to anybody. He's in the zone. Maybe there's AM radio playing, and he's in the zone. He's not paying attention. He's not gonna look. If he's come somewhere else. He's paying attention to the highway. And I think about this because I watched National Lampoon's Family Vacation, and Clark Griswold just hanging on, just, daydreaming about Christy Brinkley pulling up beside him in a Ferrari. Yeah, well, we didn't pass any Ferraris as we were going through East Texas on our way to Tennessee, and while we were passing were pig farms. Yeah, there were no Ferraris, no Christy Brinkley, just my dad staring straight ahead and kids yelling at him, "She's touching me, she's touching me. I hate her. Why did we have her? Why did you have to have so many kids?" Yeah, they were fighting all the time, and my dad did not stop. My mom would say, "If you all look out the window in about 20 minutes, look out the window on the right hand side, and you're gonna see, this national treasure," or what have you, whatever it was, whatever touristy kind of thing. Look out the window and you're gonna see it. But we only saw it going 55 because my dad was not going to stop the car. When you have 9 children and you stop the car, it's complete chaos. The doors fly open and it's like a clown car, and all these kids just come pouring out everywhere, and they're running through the parking lot like freedom, like free. Oh, it was hot, it was sweaty, and just to feel, other than your sister's breath on you was a miracle. And we're rolling around in the grass and whooping it up in the Stuckey's parking lot while my dad gets gas and a thermos full of coffee. And he didn't have, like a coffee cup with a lid on it. No, my dad had this little Melmac cup, and it was the same color as he liked his coffee, so all the kids could make it. You just make the coffee the same color as the cup, and you end like Flynn with Dad. And we got him lots of cups of coffee. Anyhow, so yeah, he could drive down the road and hold his cup of coffee, even on a bumpy road, and he'd never spill a drop. And so yeah, we're at the Stuckey's, and we're running around in the parking lot and running in front of cars, and we were heathens. We were heathens, and we needed a spanking probably. Anyhow, and then the big kids, they're in the Stuckey's, and they're looking at all the shot glasses and thimbles and all of the souvenirs, and buying some candy, because you have to have a lot of candy on a cross-country trip from Arizona to East Tennessee. That's what we did every year for vacation. And it was a miracle that we survived, because there were fights, there were tears, there were everything. And we'd get to East Tennessee and we'd just whoop it up with our cousins and have the best time. And East Tennessee was a treat because they had all kinds of things that we did not have, like fireflies. We do not have fireflies in Arizona. It is too hot. We do not have them. Even in our high country, we still do not have them. So we like to go back east and catch fireflies. That was a fun thing. See all of our relations, see all of our cousins. Everybody is a cousin back there. I have no idea who you are. Well, I'm your cousin, honey. So you just assume that everybody you meet is your cousin. One way or another, they probably are. They probably, but we would have a good time. And then we got an upgrade to our vacations. We got a Winnebago. My parents bought a Winnebago to kind of mitigate this whole torture. I think it was my dad. I don't think he could take it anymore. Back then it would take 3 days to get from Arizona to Kingsport, Tennessee at 55 miles an hour. And my dad did not speed because he was not going to pay for a ticket. Anyhow, yeah, we'd just drive. We'd drive through the night. He'd drive until he couldn't hold his eyes open anymore, and we would never get a hotel room. So the Winnebago, this is so we could sleep. Yeah, my dad would just, when we were in the station wagon, my dad would just pull off to the side of the road, you know, where we'd stop at a rest stop if it didn't look too dicey, and he'd get a few hours of sleep and then back to it, you know, because it's hard to get a hotel room when you have 9 kids. Yeah, hotel room for 11, and we're going to need some extra towels, blankets, pillows. Yeah, they don't want us. They did not want us at their hotel. So we bought a Winnebago, and that was fantastic. There was still fighting. We still fought like cats and dogs, and who's going to sleep where, and I don't want to put the table up. We're still playing cards, and we don't care if she sleeps here or not. This is our table, and we're playing cards till our eyes bug out. Still fights. So my dad decided that we were going to take a trip in the Winnebago to Mexico. We were going to Rocky Point. So we all load up. We've got big kids, middle kids, little kids, babies, strangers. Yeah, tag-alongs. We're all loaded up into this Winnebago, and we are going to go on our Rocky Point Mexican vacation. And we were going to go to the beach. We whooped it up like nobody's business. We had the best time in Mexico. And one of the things that was a real treat in Mexico is that you could buy fireworks. Fireworks used to be illegal in Arizona up until about 5 years ago. Fireworks, the big ones and the little ones, and even sparklers you could not bring into Arizona. They were a no-no. But in Mexico, they were cheap, and my dad, yeah, he could get behind it. Anyhow, my parents and my sisters, everyone loaded up on all of these fireworks. We're going to take them home and have a big 4th of July party out in the desert wilderness, out in Cave Creek. And we're going to set off all these fireworks. We're going to have a good old time. Yay, hooray. So we get them all in there. And my parents know that fireworks are illegal in Arizona. They know. So they put all of the fireworks into the shower. Because we're going to go across the border. So they put all the fireworks into the shower, loaded up all of the suitcases and what have you, this, that, and the other. Because they're going to smuggle in these fireworks, these illegal fireworks. Anyhow, my sister Glenda, she's the one that comes right before me, was just, she wasn't too big, not too little, just that middle-aged child. Anyhow, my dad's going across the border, and they want to know, back then you didn't need a passport, but how many people have you got in that Winnebago? Got 9 kids. We got 9 kids in here, and we got a few stragglers, and this is my wife, and here's my driver's license, and they ask you, are you bringing any animals, live plants, fruit, or fireworks? You got any fireworks in there? And my sister Glenda tuned up. She's like, oh boy, officer, you wouldn't believe how many fireworks my parents bought. We got all kinds. Maybe she was 6 or 7, maybe 8. We got all kinds of fireworks. We got sparklers. We got the big rockets. We got this, that. We're going to go home and have a great 4th of July parking lot. And my dad's shooting her a look, and my mom's like, shh, shh, shh. Anyhow, we got pulled over to the side. The Border Patrol officer, "Sir, I'm going to need you to bring your Winnebago with your multitude of children over here to the side. And we're going to have to talk about this." Anyhow, they pull over, and we spill out of this Winnebago like it's a clown car. Yeah, there's just multiple of us. We look like roaches just a little bit, you know. They go in and they never come out. But we're parked. We're stopped. So we're getting out. And we just, we just explode out over at the Border Patrol station. And we're just chaos. It's just chaos. It's a mess. Anyhow, the officer says to my sister, "Going to see your parents? They got a lot of fireworks, did they?" "Oh, yes. Oh, we have so many, and I am so excited about them." He's like, "I'm pretty excited about them, too." Anyhow, Border Patrol confiscated all of our fireworks. We did not have a... Pardon me. We did not have a big 4th of July celebration. And, yeah. Anyhow, they called her Glenda the Blabbermouth for a long, long time. The poor girl. Anyhow, she's the sister right before me. And we did not have 4th of July. But we had a lot of good times in that Winnebago. Absolutely. I love National Lampoon's Family Vacation. It tickles me to death. It makes me laugh like nobody's business. It's a great movie. A little risque for children. But I think well worth the watch. They're going to Wally World. So, yeah, what's new and exciting with you? Do you like to do puzzles? What else have we got going on over here? We have a whole lot of nothing. We're just trying to survive. It's a lot of water in the yard. It's a lot of sitting around in the air conditioning. Just got the summertime blues a little bit. Do you ever get the summertime blues? Anyhow, I am going to go ahead and put this puzzle together and get to it and have a good time. Have a good time. Hazel's settling in. Andrew's been doing a little bit of contract work. Melissa, she's in her office doing her things. And yeah, just me sitting around here. We're having hamburgers tonight for dinner. And quick and easy. Last night I cut up all of the tomato and the lettuce and what have you. So all we have to do is cook up some burgers, and it's going to be a quick, easy assembly. All of those ants are going to be gone by the time, by tomorrow. So the dogs, they'll be able to go out and just roll around in the grass and have their outside time. Good for them. All right, my lovelies. Well, I've got to get to it. Gonna get this puzzle done. I might take a little afternoon nap. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. All right, my good loves. Be good, be careful, look both ways. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Crazy But Not